What was very handy and what she did, which was a unique thing from a soloist point of view, was that she sent me a YouTube clip of her playing the piano part without the orchestra.
What I did, I just basically ran both concertis without orchestra. But in a way, like I was listening in my head what would be and what I wanted. Then I posted them on YouTube, so maestro could use and peruse them, so we came already knowing something.
So this is another great example of how to use YouTube in the best way.
Yeah.
And that's a great way of understanding how the soloist is going to play, and was hugely advantageous because it meant straight away on day one, minute one, I knew what she wanted to do.
In regard to tempi and that kind of dynamics and that kind of thing.
It's so natural and so easy for her just to play everything, it seems. I mean, of course, I'm sure she practices a great deal, but musical intention and technical ability just being so united is really quite rare. And with Rachmaninoff, so much of it is what we call little transitions, little links, especially the first piano concerto, which is very, in many ways, disjointed. There's lots of new themes, new tempos, and so you have to have a real sense of how someone is connecting those.
I came to realize that this extraordinarily nice young woman is one of the best pianists I've ever heard. I always describe her as a combination of a Wilhelm Backhaus-like physical strength, depth of tone, seriousness of purpose, and add to that the flair and virtuosity of Martha Argerich. So this somehow impossible combination exists in this young woman.
That's just amazing. It's really good.
Rachmaninoff came very late to me. I loved his second concerto. That was, I think, my first concerto that I learned as a child. But other than that, I always had great resistance to my teacher or everybody around imposing on me pieces by Rachmaninoff. I hardly touched it. Back then, like in Russian days, Ukrainian days, I felt like this music is overly sentimental and overly nationalistic in a way. It was, like fake Russian thing, like kind of Hollywood movies, Dr. Zhivago, all this overly sentimental.
So you developed different ideas about performing?
Yes. I mean, once I was able to overcome this idea about Rachmaninoff as being sentimental, like 19th century dinosaur living in 20th century, just dying romantic music. Then, when Rachmaninoff became contemporary composer to me, then I was able to understand the language.
To edit the Rachmaninoff, I think they're going to be revelatory, I think, in every possible way. I don't know anyone who comes close to this since the composer. With all respect to all the wonderful, great pianists who have recorded this music, she brings something fresh, unique, but also idiomatic, something that really comes from, I would say, not only the soul, but the bones, the physicality of the music. It's all there. she's very much, I would say she almost has a Zen relationship with this music. I and the piano technician said we never heard anything like this in our too long professional lives in the music business.
Here we have very important composer, as important as it gets in piano repertory, and we have the living document of how he wanted to play.
Yeah.
And look, when I look at the score and I listen to his performance, even notes are not the same. And you don't think that Rachmaninoff forgotten how to play his music. He probably was changing lots of things just as he was going along. But also there are some stylistic details which unmistakably belong to his style of composing and playing, because he was the greatest pianist as well.
When you hear him playing, you hear, of course, the soul of his music.
Yes, it's just incredible. Yeah, for me, it's just absolutely on top of my list.
There's an explosion of personality with the music, just with herself, and a real connection from start to finish.